So we're back on the Firebird. Started on the trunk lid yesterday. I had to rebuild this inner area here. And I had these big holes here for, I think it was a luggage rack. And you can see the inner seam here for the new corner I made. Not finished yet. I still got some stud marks from pulling it up, and I got a little more straightening and pulling to do. They do warp when you weld, but you can pull it and straighten it. Here's the other hole I did, was on this side, same thing. And then I did the lead seams. There's your factory lead seam. I never leave lead in there. It always buckles and moves and cracks and all kinds of crap. So I always remove it and weld metal in it. And you can see there's like at least ½ an inch of lead goes in there. But that'll be off. And you can see this is all original panels on this car still. But we've got good lines. But then you got back here. I don't know if you can see, but it's really tight. It actually just about touches when you open the trunk. So we're going to open the line up. I'm doing that right now. This is the other seam. This is how I do them every time. Even windshield posts. You find the spot that is kind of warping down, where it starts curving in on both sides. Because I don't want to cut the metal out of there. It's in there. It's strength. So I find where it starts to warp down. And that's where I start welding my new piece in. And then I did butt weld it back here a little bit. Like I said, I'm opening up the line. So you can probably see some of the line here, how it changes. It's in the early stages of being tacked up. Like I said, you go from right here into there, it's really close. But that's where we're at now. And get these things all buttoned up and move on to the next step. And get these welded up today, hopefully, before the rain. At least one side. This quarter had a bunch of dents. It wasn't bad. Deep dents, but so there's a little bit of filler, and it's not much. I worked them all out. They were never pulled last time. You can see the bottom is still the original bottom to the original quarter. And you can see the pin spots where I pulled the dent. It was all stuffed, but there's no welding in the back of this quarter, except for this is going to be changed. I'm going to change that corner and the rear valence, lower valence. As you can probably see, it's all banged up and it's full of Bondo, so it's not the first time. But the upper part is perfect, so I'm going to seam it. I'm not changing the upper. And here's the rear valence I'm using. Just came in today. So probably somewhere in here. Maybe this line, depends, we'll see. I like to use lines if I can. And there we go. Oh, this quarter's in primer. First primer. So we're getting there.